Namaskar. Let me welcome you all to today's episode of Sitar Learning Essentials. After discussing Karnswar and Khatka, today we are going to discuss about Murki. All these are different ways of ornamentation or embellishment used in classical music, be it vocal music, be it instrumental music. What Murki is, let us start with this. In a sequence, more than one note, consecutive note, if we use certain movement very rapidly and design a phrase, very fast phrase, then it is called Murki. For an example, this is a phrase. I am playing it slowly for understanding. Ni sa ni re sa ni sa. Now, ni sa ni re sa ni sa. If we play in form of tan, but in alap we cannot use so dense strokes. So, what we do? Or this is ni sa ni re sa ni sa. Now we can use another variation. Sa ni sa re sa ni sa. Sa ni re sa ni sa. Another very common phrase which is played in alap is, in middle of alap, if I play in sequence you will understand, when alap is being started, now what is this? Many students ask, sir, we have listened to Ustad Vilayat Khan Sahab or any other great artists using this mean. We want to know what is being played and we want to play this. Before even playing, you have to first understand what the phrase actually is. And this is played in such a rapid way. For beginners, it is very difficult to understand what are the sequence of note and how they are placed after each other and how they are played. So we have to slow down to understand what is being played. Now, with the help of technology on YouTube, we are having the option to change the speed and play any music piece in 3/4 speed or half speed or 1/4 speed. But in our time, it was not there. I personally used to listen to cassette through cassette player, and we had to understand by listening repeatedly what is being played. Sometimes our guru, in my case, my father or Pandit Kashinath Mukherjee used to explain what the phrase is actually being played and how we can have one from the other. They emphasize to first understand and then think about playing, right? So here, first we have to play it from dha. All these notes should be accurate, should not be off key, and this should bring the beauty aesthetically. This is a Murki. There are similar Murkis. Sani re sani sani. Nisa ni re sani sa. Dhani rasa ni re sani sa. More you have the imaginative power. That's why it is called khayal music. Means your imagination. You are thinking about one phrase and how you can enrich it, how you can have different variations from there. Right? So these are different examples of Murki. Now I am doing against sa. Now if I want to do in lower octave, around lower octave pa, same thing. Pa ma dha pa ma pa. Now little variation, ma pa ma pa, then ma pa ma pa. Based on the requirement of the rag, we have to play. So we have taken the example of rag Yaman, and if you are playing any other rag, you have to understand what the rag allows and what are the decorative elements which will embellish, which will beautify the rag. Accordingly, you have to choose the phrases, and gradually with listening. So only learning or only playing or only listening will not help. We have to do all these three things together to be able to do this of our own. First is to learn, second is to listen, and third is to practice. That's why this process is called Sikhya, Dikhya, Parikhya, or Siksha, Diksha, Pariksha. Once we listen to great masters, then we have an idea what is being sung or what is being played, and that gets explained by our guru. And when we have these two things in our understanding, then if we play, then these things will start coming. So now some phrases against ga. So this is also an alankar. So we can achieve using mean, we can achieve using krintan. So mixture of krintan and spurs, we are also a little bit ghasit also we can achieve it, right? So these are different ways to achieve in sitar, but the subject is murki. We are using meend, we are using spurs, krintan and ghasit to achieve this concept called murki. Now in ga, so this is re ga ga re ga ma ga, and see the placement. There is a small pause in between re ga ga re ga ma ga, and that pause is giving beauty. This is one thing. You see the sequence is the same, but where we are giving the pause, it creates totally different impact. Re ga ga re ga ma ga. Now re ga ga re ga ma ga. Now re ga ga re ga ma ga. Now re ga ga re ga. Na. So there is a pause after re also and after ma also. With the placement of small gap within murki, it creates again different impact. This Amir Khan Sahib used to use this. The great vocalist Ustad Amir Khan Sahib used to use this murki a lot in his, not lot, in proportionate way. He used to use this murki. Now what is this? Ma pa ma da ma pa ma. Pandit Jasaraj used to use this kind of murki. but we need to understand we should not overdo things. This I told in our previous episode also, and this episode also, when we are discussing about embellishment and ornamentation, we should not overdo. If we do something more than required, then it loses its value. So we have to be careful, and it overall does not do justify to the rag also. And this murki is also vastly used in semi-classical genre also, right? In thumri, dadra, kajri, chaiti, in all these semi-classical aspects also murki is used. Few examples if we take. Usage of murki is so much more in thumri ang than in khayal. So this murki I achieved through kirtan. This could be done using mind also. So we tried giving an example on Rag Yaman and in the latter part with Rag Khamaj, just to demonstrate some aspects of semi-classical music also. I hope in this episode you have been able to understand what murki is, what are the prerequisites in terms of understanding and also in terms of capacity development. Okay, one thing we have missed, what to practice, which is the most common question from the students to achieve murki. What are the most useful practice? Just play palta in the consecutive way. Take one pattern and try to do in first fret with all strokes for your clarity of understanding. Then try to do from one note, pull from one note and from second note. Now if you have watched my episodes on mind, I have always suggested to play on the fret first, then pull from first note and then pull from second note, then pull from third note, so that you have covered all the aspects of pulling mind. So here also take a pattern of palta, rega, rema, ga, then do in consecutive notes, in ga from ga, like this. Do in ascending mode and descending mode. Then change. take a simple one, then try to make it more complex and see till what point you can go. Nisa, Nisa, Nisa. I am just showing Ni and Ma, but you use all these notes, okay? Don't think that you are playing on a particular rag. You think that you are just practicing on a scale. And when you will actually render the rag, you can choose where to use. With this note, let us conclude today's episode on Murki. I hope this is helpful for you and you will have good hand in playing Murki. For any questions, please drop an email which is given in the description box of this video, and also you can comment in the comment box. Namaskar. Thank you.